everyone. This is our 13th lecture, and in this lecture, we are going to study the applications and the principles of public policy. So, we'll start with the introduction. In practice, several applications have involved and been used by actual demographic institutions in the development of world. बहुत सी डेफिनेशंस जो हैं वो इस चीज़ के लिए दी गई हैं और बहुत सी डेफिनेशंस जो हैं वो इन्वॉल्व की गई हैं इस यूज एक्चुअल डेमोग्राफिक इंस्टीट्यूशनल की इंस्टीट्यूशंस की डेवलपमेंट के लिए इन द वर्ल्ड. Open government mechanism, including those for public participants and engagement, such as the use of Idea Scale, Google Moderator, Wikipedia, and other softwares by actual ruling governments. These mechanisms are well developed, especially in UK and USA. Open policy forums and wikis where political issues and arguments can be debated either within or between political party concerns, talking three distinct formats. Number one, political party platform developed in such a way that the idea are solicited from anyone or almost anyone and openly discussed to a point, but the ranking and devotion of resources and developing ideas is reserved to party members or supporters. A variant is the non-partisan think tank or citizen advocacy group platform development has become common in Canada. For example, the the dominion of Institute Policy Wikis. Citizen Journalism Forum obeying stricter rules to ensure equal power relationship than is typically the case in blogs strictly designed to balance libel and free speech law for a local judicialism. Open party mechanism to actually govern and operate formal political parties without the usual insider pol- politics and interest groups that historically have taken over such parties. These experiments have been limited and typically take the take the form of parties run by referenda or online. An example of this is Italy Five-Star Movement. In California Assembly, crowdsourced legislation via Wikibill's website is being initiated via an online wiki with an introduction deadline of early February in 2015. Hybrid mechanism which attempt to provide journalistic coverage, political platform development, political transparency, strategic advice, and critics of a ruling government of the same party all the same time. Some models are significantly more sophisticated than the plain wiki, incorporating semantic tags, levels of control, or scrolling the mediate dispute. However, this always risks empowering a clink of moderator than more than would be the case given their trust position within the demographic the democratic entity, a parallel to common wiki problem of official vandalism by persons entrusted with power by owner of publisher. And simultaneous policy. Some advocates of these approaches, by analogy of soft- software code, argue for a central code base in the form of a set of policies that are maintained in a political registry and that are and that are indefinitely reproducible. Distribution of this policy base are released for for the use of localities which can apply patches to customize them for their own use. Localities are also able to cease subscribing the central policy base and fork it or adopt someone else's policy base. In effect, the government stem from emergent cooperation and self-correction among members of community as the policies are put into practice in a number of localities. Problems and issues in are identified and solved and where appropriate communicated back to the core. These goals, for instance, were cited often during the Green Party of Canada's experiments with open political platform development as one of over 100 national Green Party entities worldwide and the ability to coordinate the policy among provincial and municipal equivalent within Canada. It was in good position to maintain just such a certain re- just a central re- repository repository of policy despite being legally separate from those of other entities. Difference from prior initiatives. Open source governance differs from a previous open government initiatives in its broader emphasizes border emphasizes on collaborative process. Simply publishing snapshots of government information is not enough to make it open. Digital government, building a 21st century platform to a better serve to in building a 21st century platform to better serve American people.